Steph Curry says he's the greatest point guard of all time. Let's talk about it. Pretty sure he did to Jason Tatum humbly. For one, y'all know I don't rank him as a point guard because he's not. And for y'all crying, you hating or whatever, it is what it is. He ain't no point guard. Draymond a real point guard over there. And just because you get assists don't make you a real point guard. Y'all Russell Westbrook fangirls and fanboys, that don't make you a real point guard. Mark Jackson was a real point guard. John Stockton was a real point guard. Isaiah Thomas was a real point guard. Magic Johnson was a real point guard. Jason Kidd was a real point guard. Chris Paul is a real point guard. Steph Curry is a combo guard at best. He's really a 2. So when you talking about putting him there and telling him to go do what Jason Kidd did in Jersey, he can't do that. Playing the way Chris Paul play, he can't do that. But what he is one of the most influential basketball players that there's ever been. I think, on the court, outside of Michael Jordan, that's it. Honestly, that's it. Outside of Mike, that's it. Real spiel, that's it. Overall, like the culture and shit like that, Ivo, Mike can give him a run for his money. But yeah, but as far as from a traditional standpoint of view, no, they just call him a point guard because it's really a positionless league. Like Scottie Pippen was a better point guard than he was. Grant Hill was a better point guard than he was. Penny was a better point, by the true definition of point guard, not player. Not player. Point guard. He's very accomplished. And you can't take that away from him. And he's supposed to feel that way, but as far as you telling him to go run the team and facilitate an offense and him to dominate the game as an actual point guard, it's not really his game. He's not gonna make nobody better. Chauncey Billups is by the true definition a better point guard than Steph Curry. I'm not saying that Chauncey's a better player, but he's a better point guard. But yeah, he's one of the greatest players. I say he would never be on my top 100 point guard rankings. No, because he's not a point guard. He's not a point guard. But as far as players, yes, he's one of the. I can't say he in my top 10, but because the top 10 is so great and iconic, and his top 10 might end up being in there with a little bit of with a little bit of time, and things get better. Like things like Steph Curry, great things like Steph Curry get better with time. But he's probably the greatest combo guard of all time. I'll give him that. You got Dwayne Wade, Allen Iverson, guys like that. But point guard, he not. Will Yoda tell Anakin Skywalker, Jedi you are, Master Jedi you are not, or something like that. So the golf course be jam-packed early. So that's just something to look at. But I'm old school basketball. If you say he averaged 7 assists here, I don't care about the assist. Assist is the assist. LeBron's a greater point guard. And I can see why people say, well, LeBron's the greatest player of all time. Shit. That boy working the point guard skills, and he's scoring at a high clip. So shit, you gotta tip your hat off to somebody like that. But the game is more than statistics. People look back and look at the statistics. You look at a young Antonio McDyess's career. Had he not got injured, you look at how the trend would have continued. He would have been one of the greatest power forwards of all time, especially if he would have been able to get a ring. And did I go the wrong way? I sure did. Hold on. Oh yeah, I made a wrong turn, and I'm gonna be late for work like a bug, making wrong turns. But yeah, he may go down as one of the greatest. He would have went down as one of the more greatest power forward. People look at statistics and that's what gets you in, but watching the game give you a greater appreciation. And not only just watching the game in real time, show you how great somebody is. That's the dope shit about it. Watching the game like real there. It's like kind of like listening to Tupac, and, you know, in 90s rap and Biggie and them. Like people listen back and say, "Oh, this is a great song," but then it's the nostalgia, like not even the nostalgia, when you had to be there to really feel the full effect of it. And a lot of kids be saying that about their trash ass rap music, like Lil Baby. I heard angry men say, "Well, you know, Lil Baby can rap." And like I'm looking at that nigga like, no, he can't. Y'all be that nigga, he come from the James Brown school of rap. That nigga trash. Maybe because I ain't popped the perk 10, I can't hear him. Kids be crackheads today, boy. But that's another subject for another day. But yeah, no doubt to solidify how great the man is. I mean, handles, jump shot. I mean, he's a very good finisher at the rim. I mean, shit, you can't take away from him. Definitely, I say the second most influential player. I won't push the shove back on. I won't push if somebody put AI above. That's my favorite. That's my GOAT AI. I don't care what nobody says. It's my favorite player of all time. It will never change because the NBA sucks now. But shout out to Steph though. And sometimes you gotta let people know. Well, you've been better saying, I'm one of the greatest combo guards of all time. He's been better saying that. The boy ain't no point guard. But the boy can shoot. He the greatest shooter of all time. Even his parents said they didn't think he was gonna be that good. You see how you gotta just keep working and believing in yourself? Because everybody else ain't gonna see it. You know how sometimes you get with somebody, you get with a female or you're a woman, you get with whoever you like, a man or whatever, and your friends and your family can see qualities in that person that you don't see, and they try to warn you, but you can't see it, but then you end up seeing it. And they try to say, we don't know what you see in dog or blase blah blase this. So you gotta keep working and believing. But people do change. Just trust and believe. Don't believe that bullshit. Somebody say, oh no, I mean people don't change. People change. People change. Trust and believe. They might not want to admit it, but people change. Steph kept working and got better and better and better, and one of the greatest players of all time. But that's pretty much all I got. But I don't classify him as a point guard. And I know that's gonna be big in the comment section or whatever, but it is what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video financially. Appreciate everybody supporting the channel. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. Hit the NBA Talk playlist from videos like this. Peace.